Hello, everyone. Good day and welcome again to One Global Movement. Happy Transformational Tuesday. It is always exciting times here on One Global Movement. Why? Because we are serving children, we are serving the future, because there is something about serving the future, because we always served before this point where we are. And for that reason, we are using all our skills, our life stories, and all our learnings and education and everything, especially our moral upbringing, to help these young people, to help these children, so that they too can experience the happiness and the good health and everything that we too are experiencing. But we want to always thank Mr. Ash Mufara, because it is because of Mr. Ash Mufara that we are here together doing this. Otherwise, we would not have been here. Thank you guys so much, and welcome to the audience. Thank you guys so much. I can see Ashok and others that are still to come, because there are some people here that are very regular, and a lot of them too are working behind the scene because they just want to stay behind the scene and do it there. And we want to thank all of you, because we know, and we're going to be mentioning the names sometimes in the nearest future. So we are so happy, and we want to let people know that whatever we are talking here today, or any other day, any theme that we are talking about them from personal experiences and how we have learned them. And some of these things we talk about because we watch our own children growing up, because we ought to, and we have to watch these children from the time that they are born until the time that they matured, for them to be able to implement what they have learned by themselves. Otherwise, we need to watch them, and that is how we know how and what these children so desire to do for their lives. And the thing that we treat here today, some of them, we're not doing so because we are specialists in them or we are medical doctors or anything, but it is because of our experiences. And we recommend that if anything, you see anything that is happening to your own child, it will be up to you to make sure that you consult the specialist to diagnose these children before you begin to do anything. We are just saying it from personal experience that there are certain things we as parents, caregivers, and adults around these children must watch out for these children. It does not take a specialist to do that. It takes a heart full of love, a heart that cares, a heart that wants their children to prosper, to progress, and to be truly happy, to really watch these children. So, today's topic is, we are in the series O Bless, O-CADEMY Revolution, Part 48. And the theme is anxiety is a challenge among young people. How can we help them take control of this? How can we help young people take control of this? So anxiety is it can be caused by a lot of things, but we can watch our children. Sometimes I recommend, because that's what I do. If you see any pattern with your child, not just the negative one, a good pattern, it is a good thing to keep a record and history for your child, because you are documenting your child's history from birth to the time that they can continue to document in that same book, or maybe add onto that book, because that is how you keep traces of the progress, the happiness, the desires, and the goals and dreams of your child, to follow them up, just so you know how your child is going to be educated, how your child is behaving in the family and out of the family. It is so important that we keep track of all those things, really documenting everything, because there is something particular about writing things down as spelled out in the scripture. This is so powerful that we must. With anxiety comes from different things. Maybe it's from education, maybe a test anxiety, maybe because of an illness, or maybe because of something we don't know what. But when you document these things, now you want to know why your child is the way your child is behaving. Now you take it to the medical specialist. You say, this is what I have been doing. That will help a great deal to get something that will help for your own child. But there are things that we can do at home Why? We raise them with love and dignity, inclusion, not imposing on a child, doing the good things that the child will know that, you know what, I am part of this, I am being loved, I am nurtured. Then we can begin to pick on those things. So thank you guys so much. Melanie, I will give you the floor. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Yvonne. The topic of today, how can we help young people with challenge of anxiety? And first of all, we need to understand what is anxiety. Anxiety is intense, excessive, and persistent worry and fear about every situation, everyday situation. And when you have anxiety, fast heart rate, rapid breathing, and sweating, even feeling tired may occur. Anxiety is a feeling of unease, such as worry or fear that can be mild or severe. Everyone has feelings of anxiety at some point in their life. For example, you may feel worried and anxious about sitting an exam or having a medical test or job interview. So there is also occasional anxiety, which is a normal part of life. And many people worry about things such as health, money, or family problems. All that can bring anxiety. But anxiety disorders involve more than temporary worry or fear. For people with an anxiety disorder, the anxiety does not go away and can be worse over time. And in this case, you can seek therapist assistance. Most preteens and teenagers feel anxious sometimes. And anxiety is a natural reaction to challenges of adolescence. Anxiety is the worry that something bad is going to happen or that you can't cope with a situation. You can help preteens or teenagers manage anxiety by talking, speaking, time together, and encourage health choice. That means that when we sit with our children, when we sit with young people, when we talk with them, we have a discussion with them, work with them, it helps them challenging their feelings, or maybe they may be open to you and express what they are feeling. So everyone feels anxious at a time. Anxiety can surface when you face a challenge or when you have got a worry on your mind, and anxiety turns on your body's stress response. This instant surge or stress hormones is a survival response. It prepares you to react quickly and protect yourself if you need to do. If you are so scared or not sure you are safe, anxiety prompts you to be cautious. But for many people, feel anxious in situations that are stressful to them, but aren't dangerous sometimes. For example, they may feel anxious about taking tests, meeting new people, or speaking in class. If you feel anxious in situations like these, you are not alone, but it's best to learn how to cope. Otherwise, anxiety can hold you back or cause you to avoid things you would like to do. Instead of avoiding the things that prompt anxiety, it's better to face them. You might be surprised by what you can do. There are some things that can help you through anxiety moments. And among them, you can start with a growth mindset. Some people have a fixed mindset. They might think, this is how I am. I am too anxious to speak in class, so I don't raise my hand. Why a fixed mindset? People don't think things can be changed. They think they are the way they are. They are the way they are for a period. But brain science has shown that you can teach your brain new ways to respond. People with a growth mindset knows this. So they know they can get better just about everything with efforts and practice. That includes reducing anxiety. So notice how anxiety affects your body. It affects your body. When you are anxious, do you feel butterfly in your stomach, sweaty palms, shaky hands, a faster heartbreak, tight muscles? These physical feelings are part of your body's stress response. They can be uncomfortable, but they are not harmful. You can cope. Next time you feel them, try notice them without getting upset that they are there. You don't have to push the feelings away, but you don't have to give them all your attention either. See if you cannot let them be in the background. Sometimes breathe. When you feel anxious, take few slow breaths. Breathe is slowly, but be sure breathe out all the way. You can use your fingers to count 4 or 5 breaths in and out. You also need to You also need to take slow breaths that can slow the release of stress hormones. It can help you your body and mind feel more easy. As you guide your attention to your breath, you can pay less attention to anxious thoughts and feelings. Breathing like this can help feel steady and less anxious. Talk yourself through it. When you are anxious, you might tell yourself things like, I can't do this, or what if I mess this up, or this is overwhelming. Instead, plan to tell yourself something that could be helpful when you face challenging moments, like, I can do this, or it's okay to feel anxious. I can do this anyway. Face the situation. You don't wait for anxiety to go away. You have to face the situation. You might think that you will put off speaking in class or talking to that new person until you no longer feel anxious about it. But it doesn't work like that. It is facing the anxiety that helps you lower it.
Yes, thank you.
You have to learn to cope with anxiety. Takes time, patience, and practice. Most of all, it takes being willing to face situations that prompt anxiety. Start with one small step. The more you practice, the better you will get at lowering anxiety. As you use these steps, you can help to get some guidance and support from a parent, from a school counselor, or a therapist. And if your anxiety feels extreme or hard to cope with, or if you are feeling anxious about a problem you need help with, tell a parent or another adult you trust. With the right care and support, you can feel less anxious and more confident.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome, Esther. The floor is open for everybody to give their contribution. Let's limit it to 2 minutes. If we need to go around, then we can go around so that everybody can have a chance. Thank you.
All right. For the first time, I will go first, right? I mean, not first, but sorry. Queen Melanie, I would say astonishing presentation. This is very important. It's really an important topic. I want to welcome each and everyone. Thank you all for coming. I want to thank our God for bringing all of us together. Anxiety, I'm glad that, yes, you gave us a definition. Anxiety is a natural response to stress, and it can be experienced by everybody. Now, it is characterized by feelings of worry, nervousness, unease about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome. Anxiety can be a normal part of life that, when it becomes excessive or interfering, it can be a sign of anxiety disorder. So, with that anxiety disorder, how can you really help our children? The first thing is for you to communicate. You communicate directly with your young person or a child by encouraging them now to talk about their feelings. Talk about their feelings and be a good listener. You know, sometimes when you want to talk to the kids, you have to really sit and listen to what they're talking about. That will make them feel better. You acknowledge them, their feelings, and to understand that it is okay to be anxious or to stress at time. Another thing is for you to learn about the anxiety. You educate yourself about anxiety and how it affects young people. It will help you to understand what they are going through and how you can help them. I will stop here for now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Next, please.
Okay, I'll go if nobody else wants to. Okay, that was really good, Queen Sister Dr. Benny and Melanie. That was awesome. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Okay, how can we help young people with the challenge of anxiety? There are many avenues out there online that can help you and your youth to understand anxiety and how to help you control and manage anxiety. Some ways to manage anxiety disorders include learning about anxiety, mindfulness, relaxation techniques, correct breathing techniques, dietary adjustments, exercise, learning to be assertive, building self esteem. Cognitive therapy, exposure therapy, structured problem solving, medication, and support groups can all be helpful. For children with anxiety, routines are especially important to help make them feel safe. Offering children some control to plan their daily activities can help encourage self regulation and increase a child's sense of control. Making sure family time is a routine part of every day and teach them meditation or mindfulness. When you feel anxiety, one of the best things you can do is breathe, acknowledge what you're feeling, or name it so you become aware of your triggers and can have a better impact and understanding to overcome your anxiety. There's lots of professional help that you can seek also. I have anxiety, and when I have my anxiety, I go to nature, water, the animals. It all helps me. Breathing is number one for me, though. The technique is incredible. Somebody taught me that. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes.
Okay, I will go next. Anxiety, like depression, is sometimes a mood disorder, but it's not always. Doctors who treat these mood disorders characterize anxiety as excessive worry and fear with hyperactivity, whereas depression generally involves a deep feeling of sadness and despair with lethargy and low energy. Both of these emotions must be diagnosed by an appropriate professional, however. It is the adults who are responsible for noting the changes among the young people and then to take intervention, bring them to the right person to look at. It is these professionals who must make these distinctions between the two and recommend appropriate treatment. However, anxiety does not have to be a mood disorder. If it is based on generalized situation and not prolonged, it often passes and the young person is back to being themselves. An example is the first day of school for a young child or a teenager who's changing high schools, and fear of leaving their friends behind can create anxiety. But reassurances from adults or caregivers can let the young person know that this is a normal emotion and it will pass as soon as they make new friends. Anxiety, as Melanie said, can be life limiting, but it doesn't have to be so. Just has to be talked out, and reassurances that it's a passing. The adults have to be obviously observing and taking action to help the young person to overcome that.
Yeah.
That's
Thank you. Thank you so much, Yvonne.
that's all.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Esther?
Okay, the last but not the least. Yeah, thank you everyone for your wonderful contribution. Yeah, even though I just came in and Melanie was already rounding up, it took me a long time to try to get the link. Anyway, that's by the way. Anxiety, from what we know, is not a good experience.
Mhm.
it is something that everyone who should try to avoid. If you know the kind of person you are and things happening around you, you think that could make you to go into that state, the best bet would be to avoid it. Though sometimes anxiety is unavoidable. So we know that anxiety is a feeling of fear. It's something you dread, and it causes uneasiness. It might cause you to sweat when you're anxious about something. You feel restless and tense. And in that situation, you can even start having a kind of diarrhea or running stomach. There's a lot of things fear, anxiety can bring to someone's life. Okay, so if you are around a young child, especially watch them when they're about to take certain exams, they develop that kind of uncertainty in their lives. Will they pass this exam? Especially the one that maybe, for instance, they are targeting a particular school and they have to make a particular grade to get into that school. That time you see the child is tensed up. You watch them, their eating pattern, everything changes. They can't even sleep at night. So that is the time, if you're staying close to any young child, you need to be around, be watchful, try to make sure that you are doing what you are supposed to do for them as an adult, because that is a very critical time in their lives. So if you're able to manage them at that point in time to get off from that situation, telling them things that could make them feel that what they are doing is a positive thing, that they don't need to be afraid of what they are going to face, that will help to relax their nerves. And by relaxing their nerves, you see they will take control of the situation. They will come up positively with a very good mindset to go into that exam or face whatever challenges they are having. And you see them coming up with a positive result and success. I will stop here. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Esther. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much, Melanie. This is a very important topic, and I think all you treated it well, and everybody here is contributing well naturally, because we need to let our children know. But first of all, like we said, always say, it starts with us. If we let ourselves to be worried and expressing worry, they see it on us, even though our language is saying something else, those children are going to copy it. Well, some anxiety, some fear is good. It's not all anxiety that is bad. Some of that is coming to warn you against something so that you can take precaution. Some of it is not bad, but we need to teach our children by communicating. Open communication is so important, because when we have open dialogue all the time with our children, so we are acting in a friendly manner with them, they will be more than willing to discuss some of those things, and we ourselves will catch these things and create a non-judgmental environment when these children are having these fearful or anxious moments. We want to not judge them, and then we want to be able to help them to know that it is okay. It is okay. And some of the worries too of our children comes along as a result of a lot of the things that we create, because we are always trying to compete and compare with people. When you are trying to compete and compare, it brings you worry, and now it brings you anxiety. And now, in order to do that, our children, when they go to school, or they are with their friends in the community, carrying out community activities, they want that spirit of comparison is also in them. And now they start setting goals, expectations that are not realistic to them. And they want to reach out. And in that process, they get worried because they are not achieving it the way they're supposed to, like their friends. And all of those things, they chime in, and then the child ends up not being healthy. So we want to make sure we're teaching our children take things piecemeal. Little by little, you achieve it because you are worth it. You can do it. And let us not worry, but we have to do it by listening to our own selves and let them watch us do it. And like us here in Unpassive, we don't have to worry. Those things will happen. The good and the bad are there. Life is a mixture, but it depends on the choices that we make. And the same thing we are teaching our children, because not all anxiety is bad, but we need to watch out from cradle, watching out and documenting, because some of it is bad. And that is when we want to show that documentation in order to take it to the specialists so they know that this is the pattern. It is us. We need to watch these children. While we're doing that, they too are learning to watch out for those things too in themselves. Thank you guys so much. And if anybody wants to say anything, they can say it. Otherwise, we let us go and start appreciating our audience now. Thank you guys so much.
One thing, please. Do you mind for me to say one thing, if you don't mind?
Just less than a minute, please.
Sure. It's just to encourage them to do an activity that will help them feel calmer.
Yes.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So well said. And that calmness, like we always say, like a mother like me cannot go, because I'm yelling, something's bothering me. That child is going to see that. So it always starts with us, because when a child goes out there and sees something that is not good, they'll fall back on the goodness at home, on the love at home. And that in itself will reduce real anxiety that is almost going to catch them. Thank you so much, Dr. Benny. We have Ashok here. Our regular man Ashok is always here. Thank you so much. We all love On Passive. And Corrina, anybody who wants to read it too can do it, okay? Corrina says hello to Ashok. And Yvonne says greetings to all of us here. We appreciate our presence here. Thank you so much. And Corrina, greetings to all of us here on the panel. We thank you, Corrina. Dr. Benny.
Okay, let me take over.
Okay.
Dr. Benny saying you can be putting them across to all of our founding members, the tech team, Hyderabad, Dubai, Egypt, our Mr. Kamal, Mr. M. Nazar, and our gracious CEO, Mr. Ash Mufaro. Our prayers always. Keep up with your selfless service. Thank you. Our dear John Barilla, the Managing Director of One Global Movement, is saying hello, everyone, and welcome to One Global Movement Speak with Heart. Feel free to comment here. Briddy said hello to every one of us. Levi Mama Bolo, our man. Good evening, my wonderful brothers and sisters of #One Global Movement. Miriam Masoti said, hello, my sister Yvonne Mundih. We are in it to win it with all the hands wavering.
Thank
Miriam Masoti. Hello, everyone from Mr. Tarak Bahman.
Oh, sorry. I missed that.
Hello, everyone. Miriam, hello, my sister Yvonne Mundih. We are in it to win it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I think I did that. And I just want to make sure that we don't skip any new person. I think Miriam, we already
Miriam Masoti. Okay. Hi, Dr. Benny, blessing. Good to I think it's okay, Corrina. I enjoy nature, water, and animals, and it helps me when I am anxious. Any one of these helps to calm me. But first, you need to breathe. You need to breathe. That is the come on.
I'm sorry. My finger just
anxiety is unease about something with uncertain outcome. Bring back Corrina's comment, please.
Okay, let me bring it back because my hand just accidentally just
Yeah. Corrina said, I enjoy nature, water, and animals, and it helps me when I'm anxious. Any one of these helps to calm me. But first, you need to breathe that. You need to breathe. That is the first thing you should do when you feel anxiety coming on. Thank you,
yes.
Corrina.
Breathing exercise is very important. You can do it while you're laying down. Breathe with your stomach, and you inhale and you exhale. It's so helpful, even when you're driving. Anyway, even in your shower, it really helps your lungs to get the air through your lungs. It helps. Or you can just say tranquility, peace. When you say that, it's taking it and you can actually feel it. Thank you so much.
That's good. Our sister Yvonne Finn said anxiety is not necessarily a mood disorder, and when not prolonged, it's a natural part of life due to a specific situation. Miriam Masoti is saying again, hello, Dr. Benny Blessing, Corrina Lanz, Yvonne Finn, greetings, good to see you again. Greetings. Location -yellow -teal -bars. These crosses, please, can you tell me what they mean?
keyword in the chat. As I say, greetings everyone, and thank you for being here on time every day. Thank you so much, Esther. Let us just be going in now.
Dilip, hello, sir.
Thank you
Saying
so much,
something.
Dilip.
Hi,
Looks like
Dilip.
that's a new person, isn't it?
Dilip? No, I think he's been
Oh,
here before.
oh, okay. Wow, you know those names.
I know Dilip, but I just don't know if it's the last name's the same because there might be
Okay.
another one, right?
Esther says hashtag One Global Movement, hashtag our panelists, hashtag our attendees. Thank you so much. And we have Esther, go ahead.
Daniel Mugo, hello, great leaders. God bless you in all your endeavors. Thank you so much, Daniel.
Thank you, Daniel.
You're welcome.
And spend time listening to and encouraging your young adult to share their feeling and reassure them as appropriate. Communication, good communication. The tone of your voice matters. Your body language matters, because all of those things come in. We can be saying one thing, but our body language is saying the other, because what these children learn is the action. Action speaks louder than words. So important.
Hey,
Susanna.
Corrina, Susanna, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Susanna said, hello, Corrina Lanz, hello, Yvonne Finn, hello, Esther, hello, Dr. Yvonne Mundih, hello, Melanie, hello, Dr. Benny. We all love you. Hello, Unpassive family greetings from Croatia, our beloved.
Esther says, thanks, Corrina, and you are great. Everyone here is not naturally great. Thank you all.
Thank you. We are.
Our smile with Dr. Benny Blessing. Thank you so much, Queen Yvonne Finn, Queen Esther, Queen Yvonne Moody, the Yvonne's -plus.
Yes.
Queen Corrina, for your magnificent.
Susanna says, Susanna, how are you doing? Thank you for coming to help us keep our children in the right direction. Thank you so much, Susanna, and thank you for saying that, Esther. That is so great. And did we read?
Smile with Dr. Benny Blessing. Welcome, Queen Susanna Siva, Dr. Mr. Daniel. I have given you a doctor. Dr. Daniel Mugo, Miss Miriam Masoti, Miss Briddy, I can't pronounce that, Johnson, am I right? On this wonderful One Global Movement.
And our man, John Barilla, I have a bit of anxiety myself, but I feel much better now after listening to the ladies, folks. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
It is true. All of us have a level of anxiety. Just like we say, some just for that moment, some maybe for 1 day or 2 days, depending on our situation. It will go away. The thing is to build a positive mindset in our children. It is so, so important that we do that. So I'm trying to make sure. Is this Dadan?
Is there a new person, Dadan?
Hi,
Dadan.
Yeah, Dadan. How are you, Dadan? Welcome to One Global Movement. We are here together for our young ones.
Juliana Mambolo, is it?
Mambo.
Saying thanks for the information. Thank you so much for thanking us.
Yes, thank you. And
Ama Naika. Good morning, everyone. Namaste Pranam. That's India, isn't it?
I think so, maybe.
I think so, yes.
Corrina just welcomed the new people here. So thank you guys so much. If we miss any new name here, if you guys see it, just shout it out yourself. Okay? So, but I think we got everything. Thank you guys so much for today. We want to make it short and sweet now from now henceforth, just like The View. Let's do it like The View. And, you know, that would be the best thing to do. So, but we are keeping to the time, and 5 minutes above, it's just good and perfect. So thank you guys so much for being here. Tomorrow, we're going to have a new topic, and we will put it up so that everybody can see what we have for tomorrow. I'm trying to see if I can find it here, but not right now. Thank you guys so much. And for the panelists, please, if we can just stop back after the show for about 5 minutes, that would be great. And other than that, I want to thank all of you here, especially the audience that are here to support us so that we can together we can support our children. We are here for children. We are so serious about it. We love to do this. And you guys have children. You have children in your family. You have them around your community, your country. This is so important that we leave the world a better place for all children, not just my children.
1 minute, please. 1 minute.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
one nice comment I would like you to, from Ama Naik. Can you flash it? I am very proud to feel to connect here.
Thank you so much, Amma. We are so proud of you. Whoever informed you or you saw it in the back office, we so thank you that you took a leap of faith and you are here with us. We are family here. We are here for children.
Yes.
Wholeheartedly for children. We are all learning as we go along. We want the best things to happen for our children so that we build a better future. When we exit the stage of this life, we know that we'll be sleeping happily in our graves, knowing that our children are doing well. So thank you so much. So if there's no other comment, I would just like to close for today.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much. See you again tomorrow. Remember, One Global Movement goes twice now a day. The essence is to try to reach so many children, as many as possible, because when we start having those apples, we go in all direction without forgetting any child. Ask any child to wait. We know that we are going. We all represent our different countries. Some of us represent 2 or 3 countries. So we need to get to those children through founders. Other than that, it's going to be difficult. So please do your best. Encourage these young people to come. That some of them are in school, some of them are not, but some of them can still have the time to pop in once in a while to take part in this. This stage is for them. We're building it for them, not just for us. So thank you guys so much for coming. I will see you guys at 8 p.m. Eastern Daytime if you can make it. But if you cannot, stay home and take care of yourself and your family. So thank you guys so much. And then you can watch it later on. And I highly appreciate all of you. And I want our children to always remember to stay focused, stay encouraged, stay empowered, and always believe in endless possibilities. We love you all. Bye-bye.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Bye. Thank you so much.